This is David with New Flow St. Louis here at 3 Southmoor Drive, Clayton, Missouri 63105. We're doing an inspection of a downspout storm drain piping system here on the front of the home. Right now we are pushed out from this downspout. So if you're staring at the front of the house, to the right of the front door, it's the second downspout over on the right, to the right of the window drain. We are here pushed out to the 6-inch clay line that could possibly be only for storm use only. There is a yard trap that I have pushed out to that is accessible in the front yard, about a couple feet off of the sidewalk, right in the middle of the yard, front yard. That's where this drain will go to, so we do have downstream point as well. So as I pull back, we'll inspect this clay. They're having problems with leaking, basement foundation wall leaking, and that's the main reason why we're here, to inspect this line. And there are a couple different tie-ins here on the right, I'm sure for the other downspout lines that are on the front of the home. So as we pull back, we're inspecting the clay tile. I did have water running, and water was making its way through all the way to that 6-inch lateral line. So there was no leaking joints that I could see by the amount of water flow that I had. Does not mean that there could not be some water leaking out of all these joints. It's hard to completely tell. And then there's another Y connection right there on the right for another downspout. There are a lot of questionable looking connections. However, they were all still holding water, holding enough water to drain water through the system. It does possibly look like some cracking there on the right. Another somewhat questionable connection, and here we are at the base of the stack. Or, I mean, not the base of the stack, but the base of the downspout, my apologies. And this is still 4-inch clay, and then it does switch over to 4-inch cast iron that runs up to the grade level. Let me pull my camera out, wipe it off so we can get a little bit better image of what's going on at this spot. So yeah, this here is our downspout. I did notice a crack here at the base of this clay. Now let me get my camera situated to where you can see it. So if you can look on the right side of the screen, you'll see a kind of a fissure in the clay that is running right there to that connection to the cast iron, and then possibly a little bit of something going on the left side of the screen as well. But keep the camera twisted. Yeah, you can definitely see that crack right there on that clay. And that could quite possibly be where it's leaking out. It's very hard to tell if this is a problem with what's going on with the foundation, but it's a very good possibility. Clay does like to leak at joint connections. So up to this other connection that we have, it's about 11.5 feet to the top of the ground up here at the top of the, we're at like 18 feet. So as you can see, there's some cast iron here at the top with copper coming down into it. And then if you can see over that direction, there's a downspout on that corner of that over there. That's that window drain that's covered up. It's hard to get the glare to show it, but that's apparently coming over and wiring in somewhere underneath these trees. So my recommendation here on 3 Southmoor Drive is that I would repair that cracked clay and line, put a liner in, and see if that does not solve your issues with the leaking foundation.